Hi, my name is Sophie. I am the runner of the Mary and Rhoda Forever page on Instagram. And yeah. So how I got into Rhoda, it was when I was a little girl, I would watch like TV Land with my mom. So like The Golden Girls, Andy Griffith. I kind of remember Gilligan's Island and Bewitched being on there. So I'd watch those with my mom. And then at my grandma's house, I would watch the Time Life channel. And I would, like, the Bob Hope specials were on there, and like Carol Burnett show, and Hee Haw and Laughing. And I was drawn to all these older shows. Like, ever since I was little, I have loved older things. Like, I loved going into antique stores, still do. And yeah. So anyway, my senior year of high school, I was really into, like, the summer before I started senior year, I was really into the show That Girl, starring Marlo Thomas. And a lot of people were like, oh, if you like That Girl, you should watch the Mary Tyler Moore Show. So I started watching the Mary Tyler Moore Show, and I fell in love with the character of Rhoda Faye Morgenstern. And I was like, I like her. I relate to her. And I found out that she had her own show, a spinoff called Rhoda. And so I started doing a little research of that. And I found it on YouTube along with the Mary Tyler Moore Show. And I started watching that, and yeah. And that is how I got into Rhoda, and I still am very much into Rhoda. And yeah. Alright. My next question is, tell us what Rhoda is about. So Rhoda is obviously about the character from the Mary Tyler Moore Show, Rhoda Faye Morgenstern, who is a New York native who moves to Minneapolis. She meets Mary, and they become best friends. And then Rhoda, one day, she travels back to New York to visit her family. And she's only supposed to stay a week in the first episode, but she ends up staying for a guy who I really don't like, Joe. And they get married, and then have a really, in my opinion, toxic relationship. And then they end up getting divorced, which, thank God. And yeah, and it's a really good show. It follows the story of Rhoda and then Brenda and their family. It's like Ida, Martin, and then all these other side characters. And yeah, it's basically about their shenanigans and the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Not the Mary Tyler Moore Show, Rhoda. Like, a lot of people say that Rhoda became a Mary and Brenda became a Rhoda. And yeah, so that's kind of what Rhoda's about, pretty much, in a nutshell. My favorite character on Rhoda. If you know me, hello, look at my shirt. My favorite character on Rhoda is Brenda Faye Morgenstern. I love Brenda. So, reiterating what I was saying before, I did research on Rhoda, and I found out Brenda was played by Julie Kavner, and I was like, why do I know who that is? And then it hit me, oh, that's Marge Simpson. And like, I fell in love with Brenda the moment I started watching Rhoda. I was like, I like her. And that is how I became obsessed with Julie Kavner. Not like obsessed in like a weird way, like, I'm pretty sure y'all know what I mean by that. Like, I became obsessed with her. Like, I started collecting anything that has to do with her. So like Simpsons, Rhoda, and everything in between. I own a lot of it. I will collect it. I get so excited when I find new things. Have safe searches on eBay of Julie Kavner stuff. But yeah, Brenda is just, I love her. Like, she's my sweet little angel baby, pretty much. And the moment, like, I watched Rhoda, I was like, and saw her and was like, I like her. I started making edits of her, and so I run an edit account, if you also didn't know that. It's called vintage.edxx because Vintage Edits was taken already. I was first editing like just random celebrities, mainly Marlo Thomas, and then I started watching Rhoda and the Mary Tyler Moore Show, and so I started editing Rhoda and Mary, or Valerie and Mary, or whoever it was. And then I started editing Brenda, and I'm actually, fun fact, the only Julie Kavner editor in existence. And so if you see a Julie Kavner edit on your For You page on TikTok, it's probably mine. But yeah, Brenda is just, I love her. Will never not love her. Like, when I find rare Julie Kavner photos on the internet anywhere, I get so excited. Like, it's my favorite thing ever. My next question is, who are my least favorite characters on Rhoda? Again, if you follow me and know me, you would know I absolutely hate Joe Girard and I absolutely hate Nick Lobo. Not the actors. Would never do that. Would never hate on them. I just don't like those characters. They're really not great people. Like, if you watch Rhoda and you see Joe and Rhoda, like, fighting, like, they're fighting all the time. I like to compare it to Bob and Emily from the Bob Newhart show. Like, their relationship was like the ideal marriage. Like, everyone always tells me that whenever I post about Suzanne Plachette and Bob and Emily, they had the most ideal, perfect marriage. Like, they would fight, but they weren't fighting all the time. Unlike Joe and Rhoda, where I feel like they were fighting all the time. Like, Joe literally divorced her over a house, which is, stupid. Man-child behavior. Like, Joe was just so icky. But I remember hearing that whenever he left Rhoda and, like, Rhoda and Joe got divorced, David Groh, who plays Joe, got so much hate from playing Joe. Well, not from playing Joe, but, like, from how Joe treated Rhoda. Well, yeah, from how Joe treated Rhoda. And, like, people were sending him hate mail. And, like, there were probably death threats in there, y'all. I don't know for sure, but I'm sure that happened because the same kind of thing happens all the time to actors that play horrible people really well. Like, the girl who played Angela on Stranger Things got so much hate and death threats online that she had to delete all her social media. And it's really sad. Nick Lobo, on the other hand, I have personal beef with this man. Nick Lobo, like, he treats Brenda so terribly. That's not funny. I'm not laughing at that. But he just treats Brenda so terribly. Like, if there was an episode called the Night in the Emergency Room, where Nick drops his stupid accordion on Rhoda's foot and breaks Rhoda's toe, and for some reason you need to go to the emergency room for that. Do you have to go to the emergency room for a broken toe?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
My mom just told me you had to tape your toes together, but okay. But so they end up at the hospital, and there's a part where like the whole plot of the episode before that is like Brenda's tired of just being treated like crap by Nick Lobo, and she finally stands up for herself to Nick Lobo, and is like, "We're done. I'm done." And then in the hospital, Nick yells at her, and it makes her cry. And I'm like, "Oh, okay. I hate you now." So that's why I don't like Nick Lobo. And a lot of people think he's better than Benny. I'm like, no. How dare you ever say that about Benny Goodwin? And yeah, those are my least favorite characters. I will never not hate. Oh my god, I need to talk about this. I used to be a hardcore Rhoda and Joe shipper. I made ship edits of them. I don't do that anymore. I quit doing that once I fully watched Rhoda more and realized Joe was a horrible person. Like, the amount of people that literally like say, "I love Joe, he's so hot." I'm concerned for you. I call him the Matt Rife of the Mary Tyler Moore Show verse because, you know, Matt Rife, he's conventionally attractive, but he's a horrible person. Joe Girard, conventionally attractive, horrible person. And yeah, all right. My next question is, what is your favorite episode of Rhoda? My favorite episode of Rhoda has to be Brenda Gets Engaged. I love that episode. It's written by the guy that wouldn't let Mary Lou end up here on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, which makes me sad. But anyway, Brenda Gets Engaged is where Brenda and Benny finally get engaged, and Brenda's finally, she's found someone that actually loves her. And it just makes me so happy because, like, Brenda really deserved it. She deserves a happily ever after. And I will forever be mad that they canceled the show right halfway through the last season before we even got to see Brenda and Benny get married. That will forever make me upset. But Brenda gets engaged. I literally watch the episode and go like, tee every time I see it. And it makes me so happy every time I watch it. It makes my heart warm. I wish I could have the script for that, but I've literally never seen it on eBay ever. And yeah, so. But apparently, they did actually write the script for Brenda and Benny's wedding. And I tried to find that online and I couldn't find it anywhere. So, I don't know if I'll ever see that, but I should probably talk about Rhoda Lost Media before I talk about the thing that's going to take me forever to talk about. There is, in fact, Rhoda Lost Media out there. Brenda and Benny's wedding script being one of them. Another one being Rhoda Revisited. That is the book I've been wanting since I learned its existence. There's like rare photos in there, y'all, that I've never seen before online. I literally have like a saved search on eBay for the Rhoda 100th episode thing. Have I found that? No. But like, yeah, Rhoda Revisited. So like basically the guy that wrote it, Julius Barnett, he was self-proclaimed Valerie Harper's #1 fan, just like how I am self-proclaimed Julie Kavner's #1 fan. I mean, hello, I have a shirt that literally says the official Julie Kavner fan club or something. Yeah. They got made for Universal. But yeah, and Valerie Harper, who plays the lovely Rhoda, decided to like actually lend in some photos from her personal collection to be used in this book. But the guy that wrote the book ended up being killed in a a Craigslist meetup in 2012. My heart goes out to his family and friends, because that was probably really hard to go through losing a loved one in such a tragic way. But because of that, there's no plans as of right now to re-release the book, and the book is now extremely rare and hard to find. Like, there was a copy that sold on eBay, and if you have that copy, I'm jealous of you. And there was like some person on the Sitcoms online forum that said they had a copy. The author sent them one. I was like, I'm jealous of you. But yeah. I was about to talk about something else and I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, more Lost Media. Rhoda appearing on Dinah, the cast of Rhoda appearing on the Dinah Shore show. Dinah, which was like a syndicated talk show in the 70s with Dinah Shore. Love her. Like that apparently happened in 1975, and it's nowhere online. I've never seen it online. Like, I've seen all the other Valerie Harper on Dinah stuff, but never that, because, you know, I love me a rare Julie Kavner or anything. And so I saw that existed and went on a hunt. I tried to find pictures of this. Don't exist anywhere. I've only found the thing from the TV guide about it. And yeah, Rhoda on Dinah, like, apparently Julie Kavner, like, sang or played piano. I don't know. I see both online all the time. So the world may never know on that one. Unless I open YouTube in 5 minutes and it's just unless I open YouTube one day and it's just magically there. You know, I'll be posting about that if that happens, but I doubt it. Yeah, but also, Julie Kavner, she's a really shy person, from what I've heard. And she didn't really talk a whole lot in the interview. So, but I understand. I'm also kind of socially awkward. That's why I relate to Brenda so much. Oh, there's also this photo that I'm probably going to insert right now. It's from the 1974 Emmy Awards, from what I heard. It's like an after party, but like the picture I got is a screenshot from a VHS rip of said documentary. And I've never found the clear version anywhere. So this photo, if you happen to have a nice clear version of it, let me know. Thanks. Love you. Another like weird thing with Lost Rhoda Media, the whole show, especially the last 2 seasons, were considered Lost Media for a really long time. And they're all available on YouTube now, so. Oh, one last thing with Lost Media. I don't know if this is actually lost media or if it's just a fluke. I don't know. I've been told like 20 billion different things. But I was heard from somebody who I will not be naming because I don't want to just out anybody here, that there is in fact a cast and crew photo from Rhoda's wedding. I tried to look for that and I never found it. And apparently it aired on Nick at Night at some point as like some like thing talking about Rhoda's wedding being like the most viewed TV special of all time, because in fact it was. And specials, not really specials, an episode. Like people were having literal wedding parties. But I've never found the photo, so I don't know if it actually exists or not. So, again, if you know of its existence, let me know. And yeah, I'm gonna show you guys my Rhoda collection. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it, but some of us may be new here. So, welcome to the shelf of displays. We have all my Rhoda DVDs. Actually, 2 of season 1 right here. Do you see it? Camera? This one I got on Amazon. This one from eBay. The rest are all from eBay. This one, for some reason, season 5 is the most expensive one on eBay. Why? I really don't know. We have Valerie's book, one of them, Rhoda. It's a great book. Has some really awesome pictures inside that I probably will be inserting right here. Like cast photos and that. We have my one and only Rhoda script item for your old friend Phyllis, which was supposed to be a season 4 episode, but it never ended up getting filmed, probably due to conflicting scheduling issues with Cloris Leachman. But I found this on eBay. It's actually pretty cool. So, yeah. And then we have one of my magazines. Everything else I'll show that I'll sit back at my seat for. But my TV Radio Mirror magazine of the cast of Rhoda on the cover that I actually have for a really good price. So it was like $20-ish on eBay. Okay. Ugh. Next things. Can I stand here? Okay. We have another Valerie book. Today I Am a Ma'am. All the other copies for some reason are like extremely expensive signed copies on eBay. Why? I don't know. I got this for like $4 probably. I love her. Okay, I'm just gonna use this as a little seat to put my stuff on. Another thing, this one my grandparents got me for Christmas 2024. It's a signed Valerie Harper photo. It's been authenticated. But I actually really love this. One day I will own a signed Julie Kavner thing. Just right now I just have this and I love it. I literally cried when I opened it. We got another Amazon find. For some reason this is extremely hard to find anywhere online. This Rhoda Weight Watchers magazine. Like this is, I need to rank all of Brenda's hair in my thing. I'll do it in the video. With my favorite long hair Brenda, long hair Julie, my favorite. We got Charlotte Brown, who's a writer, and Valerie Harper right there. Also, love those lipstick colors. And it has like an article on the inside, obviously. That's a favorite of mine. We got some more magazines. We got this Time magazine. I don't know if I'll show all this, but this would be good to have.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna have more than one.
This Time magazine that talks about Valerie Harper and Mary Tyler Moore's friendship, and also Suzanne Flechette actually does make an appearance in this, which is pretty awesome because she is another one of my big hyperfixations. But I got this on eBay. I don't remember how much it was. It wasn't that expensive. I don't pay more than like $30 for something on eBay. So got another eBay find, this Closer magazine that talks about Mary Tyler Moore and Valerie Harper. I don't really know about any of these other people. It's actually more recent ones in 2021. Another People magazine, the one that with Valerie Harper. When they all thought she was gonna like die in 2013, she didn't. Which is great. And yeah, the article makes me sad. This one, I don't know if this will make the final cut. But I do, in fact, own not one, but 2 of Julie Kavner's high school yearbooks found on eBay, because celebrity yearbooks are very easy to find on eBay. This is just the one I brought with me. Her senior year one, again found on eBay. Trying to see if I can get to her page. We're getting closer. There we go. Look, there she is. And yeah. It's not hers, this belongs to a guy named Mark. Thanks, Mark, for not wanting this. And then I also own a bunch of TV guides that also relate to Rhoda. So we have my personal favorite one. Actually, I want to end with that one. This one. This was not my personal favorite one, but we have this one, which these 3 of these came in a lot. This one, the one with Valerie on the cover, and the one with Julie on the cover. They all came in like a lot for like $10 on eBay. And this one, I hate this cover so much. Like, why did they do Valerie like that? Like, look, what do you think of that?
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Like, she looks scary. I'm like, no. This one's not really Rhoda related, but it does talk about Brenda gets engaged, which is, again, my favorite episode of Rhoda. So, then we have this one. This one had to have a little surgery, but this one talks about Valerie Harper. Literally every single one. This is a cigarette out on the back. Like, don't smoke. This one kind of got beat up by my bed, but I did some surgery on it, put back together. We got this one from that my boyfriend gave me. He was just here, but he's not now. And we have my personal favorite, my Julie Kavner TV guide. I love her. And they got her birth year wrong in it. This is 1951. She's born in 1950. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I also have a bunch of clippings that are Rhoda related, but they're not here. I will probably put them in photos in there. And we have another one. This is probably the very first Rhoda related thing I ever bought. This Julie Kavner slide, which I will insert what the photo looks like here. And yeah, this is happily on my shelf. And yeah, that is my Rhoda collection. And that's pretty much it.
Very good, perfect, awesome.